Welcome to Jackal DIY and Tech. In today's video, we'll do something DIY. And we'll take a keyboard like this one, which is mechanical, an old hoodie that looks good, drop it on, and we'll get a pillow. But this pillow also has the keyboard inside, which is basically a carry case with foam and the design of your choice. Well, depending on what kind of a hoodie you had or any other clothing. In my case, I used an old hoodie. So we have a zipper. In my case, it was not long enough. In your case, it will be, because I'll tell you what to do. You can then take the keyboard out, and also you'll be able to use something else inside. As you see, we have two pockets, so you can put a cable inside easily. It's just not convenient for me because of the zipper being too short. And also what's inside, I'll tell you. But first, what do you need and how you'll do it. So first, the hoodie. As you can see, it's whole, but not quite. It doesn't have any sleeves. So I took the sleeves off, and basically what I've done is, let me give you a quick sketch. So if this is a hoodie or something else with long sleeves, scratch this one, let's go with this one. So in my case, it looks something like that, and this at the end. So basically, I've cut this off. I got a piece like this. Then we'll have to unstitch one side because it's probably stitched together once. And basically what you'll get is something like this. And I've also cut this piece off, and this is what I had. Now this was from one side. I've done the exact same with this one. But then I also had to flip this one around, so basically it was something like this. And I've stitched these two pieces together to get one whole section, which would then look something like this. And basically this is the useful surface that you got, and most likely you won't need the outer pieces. So this is what you can get with a hoodie or anything else with long sleeves. And also this was quite high quality. The color faded, but the material itself is still nice and touch. And I can still put this sleeveless hoodie to good use. The next thing that we need is some foam. I have lots of it because I thought I'll be making two keyboard pillowcases, but luckily I didn't, so I still have all of the material left, so I can show you what you need. So this is a big piece of foam, and how I will cut it is with a knife or something like this. This is powered by electricity, and this wire will simply cut it. I also have a video on how to make this foam cutting device. Basically, this is a nichrome wire, and where you usually find it is in hair dryers. But if you want to buy it, I'm sure you can also buy it. So what do we need when it comes to the foam? Well, let's take a look at this keyboard. So we need one big foam from the bottom, which will be something like this. Mine was 2 centimeters thick. So basically you will make a sandwich from all of the sides. And in my case, I didn't size it to this keyboard. I made it just as big as the foam was. So we need 2 pieces of foam from the side, and then also 2 pieces of foam from the front and behind. Now it seems I've cut this piece of foam for something else, but basically this was the same thickness as the one below, and basically you'll make a sandwich like this. Now we have the foam, but you need one more thing so that you hide the foam, and what I've used is a pillowcase. I used one, mostly nylon, I think, And this one is still long enough to make a second keyboard pillowcase. As you can see, this is my stitching, it's badly done, and well, this was my first time doing a really demanding project. It took a long time, but I think it was worth it. So the first thing that I've done is basically I've laid all of the pieces down, something like this, and this was maybe on the top, like so. I've put all of the foam pieces into this pillowcase. As you can see, it still fits from the ending and the beginning. I've put all of them in, made some stitches in between the foam. So I've put one piece in, made the stitching, put the second piece in, made the stitching, until I had all of the foam pieces inside this case, made the final stitching, and then I've basically folded everything over. Then I needed 2 more pieces on the sides. This was done separately and stitched together. Now I'm not the best at stitching, and you do need a stitching machine to do this, otherwise I have no idea how long that will take. And now let's take a look what else I have done. So basically I didn't cut this out, so anything that was left over from the hoodie I just tucked in. And I also added the zipper. This was a pain in the butt to do, but it is doable. As you can see, if I can do it, you can too. Just make sure that the zipper is long enough. In this case, if I made the size smaller to fit only this keyboard, the zipper would be long enough. As you can see, I have plenty of access here, so this piece of zipper would be able to fit this section and this section at the end. But because I didn't do that, this pillowcase can't open all the way. And lastly, the top side was a bit loose, so I simply added a stitch in the middle, and this also allowed me to have kind of like 2 pockets, one on the left and one on the right. But as you saw, they're not the easiest to use in my case. Now what's the selling point of this pillow keyboard gear case? Well, it's a pillow. You can take a nap, but most importantly, you can actually face roll in style. Lastly, let's go over the dimensions. So this is, let's say, 40.5 centimeters. Then I have the height. This is 5 centimeters. And the thickness, 2.5 centimeters. But because the foam is not that dense, you can simply squish it over a bit and you'll easily get to 2 centimeter thickness. Now this keyboard is, let's see, 33 centimeters in length, and inside I have 37 centimeters. So this will even fit a 10 keyless keyboard easily, as you can see. Now the last dimension that I didn't show is this one, and this dimension is 14.5 centimeters. Now the only thing that you have to decide on is how I'll put this piece of foam and this one. If you do it like so, as I have, then this 5 centimeters height will be good enough. If you put it like so, this will have to be a lot higher if you want to have any space in between. And as you can see, a 10 keyless board will also fit inside, but maybe just barely. But it does fit. Now one thing that you may add to this that I didn't is some kind of a strap, so you can also carry it if you want, maybe on the back or on the side if you want to hold it like so. Now that is how you can make your own stylish keyboard pillowcase. And let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions or what you would like to see next. And we'll do something else in the next video.